Hey guys, it's Coralie again, and welcome to another edition of Conversations with Cora. So I'm back, and I'm going to try to do this as easy as possible. I say that because I'm touching on something really sensitive to myself. So I'm going to try to do it without a lot of tears and whatever. But so I did get some conversations online. Thank you guys for touching in with me and kind of, letting me know what you feel. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback, and I'm looking forward to continued conversations with everybody. Before we get started, I'm going to remind you that if you are interested in having a conversation with me, you can reach out to me in my Gmail. My mouth is just not working today. Conversations with Cora at gmail.com, all one word. You can leave a little comment at the bottom of this and just tell me how you feel and what you're thinking there as well. Either one works for me. It's really up to you. It's about how you want me to reach back to you. I will respond either way. So, getting into the tea, guys. Been having some really good conversations with some really good people, and shout out to my village. Shout out to Empowering Her for talking about the village, and shout out to me for really being intentional lately about my village. So one of the conversations I was having had a lot to do with the concept of dealing with issues. Now, for those of you who do know me, like, you know that I have experienced everything from being a teen parent to abuse to suicide attempt as a young person. I've been there, done a few things in my lifetime, and don't yet have the gray hairs to match, but I'm sure they're coming. They're probably up in here somewhere where I just can't see them yet, but just been through a lot of things. And I was having a conversation with a dear friend of mine, and I was telling her how I had been lately having this feeling like the only word I could use to describe the place I'm in right now is process. And I had no idea what that meant or what I was supposed to get from that, but that's all I could really pull out as a word for what I had going on in my life. And then this past weekend, I started dealing a little bit more in that. And I started to hear the word pass versus through. In life, I think sometimes we are really working to get past things that have happened to us, to get past the rough experience, to get past school, to get past this point in your life where things are rough, right? That is a fair call. We all do it. I can't wait till I get past this. I can't wait till I get past that. And we all say it. And I've said it many times. So it's that term we use. But this weekend I was reminded, or I was actually directed, let me say that, to look up the difference between pass and through. And dictionary describes pass as to go around something or to go over something. But through means you have to go from one end through to the other end. And in life, I think far too many times we go past emotions, we go past our hurts, we go past our frustrations, we go past our experiences, good, bad, whatever. We go past things in an effort to get to the next place, and we do not stop to go through. I'm learning right now in this point in my life that for all the things I have experienced in my life, I do not think that I've necessarily gone through. I've learned how to go past it. I learned how to get around that uncomfortable feeling, that moment that nobody wants to live in. I can close my eyes with them open. Anybody else know that feeling? I can close my eyes with them open and experience passing through a moment. It is rare that I stop to breathe in the depth of an experience. And I finally realized that that is the process, that is the tie to this word process that I keep hearing. The whole point of the process is to teach me how to go through instead of go past. That's pretty heavy when you think about it. It's important, I think, that we know that life is going to hand you some hard knocks. You're going to cause yourself some hard knocks. Do not beat yourself over the head for that. Like, that's a part of life. That failure is a part of life. Hiccups, mistakes, mess ups, they're all a part of life. And whatever the consequence as a result, it's all a part of the experience. And it is all the things you need to be aware of to go through. What's the importance of going through something? Well, I'm glad somebody asked me. I think I'm learning that the importance of going through something is that it allows you the opportunity to gain the experience from the situation, so that when you hit something else somewhere else, you're not met with a lot of emotions that you can't identify. Ooh, good word. You're not so much met with that moment of uncomfortableness that you can't put your finger on, It's more of, this is what's hurting me, or this is what's bothering me about it. Oh, I remember where that's coming from. In my line of work, I do a lot of training around trauma. And when I'm talking to individuals about trauma, I talk about the fact, like, when you're in a car accident, if you've ever been in a car accident, you know that after you have that car accident, you can't hit the brakes enough times. Like, you go through that car accident, and then the next time you drive, you're like, every 2 seconds. Every car, you see everything. You're hypersensitive to every motion around your car, right? When you've experienced trauma in your life, you emotionally respond the same way. You have knee-jerk reactions, and you are hypersensitive to others' moves, and sometimes you're less trusting, or you're too trusting, or you have all these different responses. Well, when you go past, so let's look at physical therapy as going through, right? Because if you have to go to physical therapy for that car accident, you got to go work those muscles, even when it hurts, to try to get them back into the best shape ever, right? But let's say you don't go, and you go shake your arm off a little, do a couple shoulder twists. You don't finish the physical therapy. Well, what happens? And sometimes you look up and you find that you have a stiffness in that place, or it's never really the same as it was or could have been, because you didn't take the necessary steps to make it so. The same thing is with trauma. If you don't go through, then your responses later on may not be the best response you could make, or the most appropriate response for that moment or for that issue. So I think it's important that we all remember that. And look, I made it through. Guess what? I didn't cry like I thought I was going to cry. I just want to say that I am thankful for the opportunity to have a chance to go through something, to get through something, and come across to the other side. And I will keep you guys posted on my journey, as well as the journey of others, as long as they are okay with me sharing their journeys. Matter of fact, if you want to share what you're going through, or that, hey, I'm on the beginning side of my journey and I'll let y'all know when I come out on the other side, feel free to do that. Really, again, this community is about encouraging one another as we all walk through life. Nobody is is without struggle. You know, none of us are without issue. We've all got something going on. We've all got some form of insecurity, some form of self-talk that isn't always appropriate, that we need to work through, not get past, so that we can be better people. And really, we're better people so that we can be better for and to other people, so that they can do the same. That's the ripple effect of life. So where I challenge you, wherever you are right now, whatever you're going through, whatever your situation is looking like, I'm hoping that you receive for yourself that it is okay. You are never too far away to be reached, or to be touched, and it's your process, and your progress is in your process. So you don't have to get all the way to the end to find progress. Every day that you get up, every moment that you keep going, you're making progress. And be proud of yourself for that. And tell yourself you're proud of yourself. And remember that, again, you're trying to go through, not get past this time, so that you can do it differently for next time. Right? So, anyways, again, this is Coralie, and if you have a question, if you have something going on that you want to talk about, you can reach out to me at conversationswithcora, all one word, conversationswithcora@gmail.com, or leave a little comment below, and I will be looking forward to hearing from you all. Keep hanging in there. Happy Monday.